Hello, Nation's Corner fam. Surprise! We're live. We're live, buddy.
Here we go. We're live, pal.
We're
I
live,
saw
pal.
that flash on the screen, so there you go.
Yeah. That's what we do sometimes. We like to keep y'all on your toes. So
That's how we do
welcome to Nation's Corner. Welcome to Nation's Corner. Deb I'll give you an E for effort. I'll give you an E for effort.
I know I hit the right button. Whatever.
Yeah. You're good at hitting buttons, all right. Anywho,
Okay.
I am your host, Tony Justice, and with me, down underneath me, is the one, the only Debhausen. How you doing, Deb?
I'm good. Other than
Good.
hitting the wrong button somehow.
It's all good. It's all good. We've had worse happen to us.
That's true.
And over here beside me is the one, the only Mongrovian Mike. How's it going, brother?
It's going all right. It took me years before I found the button, so don't worry.
All righty. So, Deb, we've got a very special guest tonight. Who do we have?
We have second time returning guest, the new CWF Breakout champion, Cole Bohannon.
What's happening,
going on,
brother?
guys?
The CBI.
Good
doing
evening,
all right,
good
man?
evening, good evening.
I see you
What's
got some
up?
gold on your shoulder there, man.
I gained a couple extra
Congratulations, dude.
pounds that I actually like gaining for a change.
There you go.
Man, we are so
Congratulations,
happy
bud.
for you, bro.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate it. I was
I know you-
thinking about you guys as I was getting obliterated. So
Well, thanks. Appreciate it.
Well, hey, man, whatever gets you through the match, man. Hey, we're
Yeah.
happy to help.
no, I meant after the match at the bar.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Now you're
Well,
talking
I don't
to me.
have one.
Yeah.
I don't have one because
I got my
came in on-
goblet
I came in on-
tonight.
Yeah, I came in on short notice, so I don't have anything to drink. So anyway,
So
I've got a ghost.
I got to
beer.
fit in a suit by
Cheers.
the end of the month.
yes.
So Cole, we had you on probably a couple of months ago, and we had a long discussion about your career and where it was at. So now that you've got this 10 pounds of gold on your shoulder there, what are your goals now?
I guess, not to catch anything that's not curable. No, that's life goals. No, man, there's a lot of goals. First and foremost, I thank everybody that's been there from the beginning of the journey back in 2020 when I decided to step foot in the ring for the first time. And even before then, when I was just a punk-ass kid that called in to bust it open and got bitched at for bully for my takes, to now. And it's been one hell of a journey. The Coastal Wrestling Federation is a company that if you're able to earn a championship with them, you wear it with pride. And that's exactly what I've done. I'm on a crazy high right now. It's been 5 days, and it still feels like yesterday that I heard that 3 count in the ring. And I'm loving it. I've been taking it everywhere I go, either if I'm mowing the lawn or I'm out shopping or we're at the movie theater. It doesn't matter. I have it on my shoulder and I have it around my waist. You'll see some footage of that too. Dollar General wouldn't give me a championship discount, little bastards. But they're very sure, they're very known that I am the CWF Breakout champion. But the goal now is to hold on to it and to be a worthy champion that represents the company as one should when they have the CWF banner and name on their waist.
Yeah.
Nice. Deb, what you got?
Well, so last time we talked to you, you said you were kind of making the loops around Florida and kind of, within a few hours radius of you. So, obviously you have this championship with CWF. Are you still traveling around, or are you going to kind of stick with CWF for a little while?
So I'm kind of learning something now at this point in my career that I learned in 19 when I was dating and fresh out of high school. And sometimes quality is better than quantity. You don't want to have 7 dates a week. Sometimes it's only good to have 1 or 2.
Sure.
And that's kind of where I'm at right now, where I have done so much in the last year. I've worked with so many different companies. I've gotten to experience so much of this industry. where I'm at a point now where I'm able to be a little bit more picky. I'm able to choose more of the quality over the quantity. I don't have to work every single weekend, 3 nights a week like I used to. As much as I loved it, the body can only take so much of a beating. So
of course.
I like to keep myself more fresh, but I'm absolutely still hitting the road. CWF is my home, but you can also find me all over the state of Florida, in Jacksonville, gone as far as Miami, of course, Milton, Florida, which is the Panhandle, near Pensacola. If you're not familiar with that area, I'm kind of going all over the place. And Ocala, Florida, Wallow, Florida, I'm all over the place right now.
That's awesome.
I know where Ocala's at.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I go
You
to
sound like
Ocala a
you
lot.
drive around. You drive around more than Tony does almost.
Yeah, man. No shit. I'll put on a weekend. I'll put 700 miles on my car on an average weekend, just driving around wrestling. And and people ask, like, man, is it really worth it? Like, damn right. If it wasn't worth it, I wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
Look at that belt on
Tony,
your
how does
shoulder
that
and you're
compare to the
telling me.
miles you do?
He does 700 miles in a weekend. I'll do 700 miles in a day.
Yeah.
But I'm not putting my body through what he's putting his through.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cole, you're we've always admired you for what you do. And we remember when you called in on Busted Open in 2020, and I always look forward to your calls. And to see you now, it's kind of comparable to Izzy in a way, because Izzy, we remember when she was calling in as well, and look at her, she's about to debut in the ring next month at Mission Pro. So, yeah, I mean, and there's another Nation member that wrestles as well, Nick
from Sheboygan.
in Sheboygan.
Yes.
Cynic.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So yeah, man. I mean, we've got some talented individuals in the nation, man, and all the props in the world to you, brother, because you're killing it out there, man. And I'm happy for you. You got that gold on your shoulder, man. I'm so happy for you, bro.
I appreciate it. And that's what the Nation's Corner is all about. That's what the Busted Open Nation is all about. We became a tight-knit family real quick in the Nation.
Yep.
And it's cool seeing someone like Izzy. Izzy catches a lot of flack for many different reasons. And I think, and mainly just Twitter flack, right? I don't think any of it's in person. I think it's all on Twitter.
Yeah.
I give that young woman a lot of credit for what she's doing at her age. Kudos to Izzy. Love seeing what Miss Morano's doing, as well as Nick. I remember when I started training, Nick started training right around the same time. I remember him, calling up and saying so. So it's great. It is. It's humbling as well, because sometimes you don't get the time to sit back and really enjoy it, or smell the flowers, so to say. Life moves so fast. You're moving so fast. You're working about this booking, that booking. You're about this promotion, that promotion. Where sometimes you just need to take a deep breath and kind of look around, like, man, I'm going to live my dream. And not wrestling every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is allowing me to do that and really enjoy the moments that I'm having, and be able to take those bookings that I know that have the opportunity to elevate my career.
Right.
Nice.
Mongrovian, what you got, man?
Well, I was just going to see if are you planning on branching out, or probably trying to go somewhere else? Maybe get a gig in Texas, or a gig out here in New York, Jersey area. I mean, what's on your mind? The Pennsylvania area?
The Northeast is definitely on my radar. I have a lot of family in Western New York. I have family in Central Pennsylvania. I have family that's near Harrisburg. I have family that's near Philly. Like I have so much family that's up there that isn't able to come down here and see me perform. So that is definitely a goal. Plus, there's a lot of quality wrestling up there. There's a lot of guys that I would love to share a locker room with, lean on that learning tree and learn from. Yeah. Which I'm glad you mentioned that, Mike, because break a little bit of news here. July 29th, which is not this weekend, but next weekend, just signed today, I will be working the Love Alive charity event here in Jacksonville, Florida, hosted by the Pope,
All
Elijah
right.
Burke.
Nice.
The
And,
Pope. Oh man,
and I'm super happy about that. I got
that's
to
awesome.
introduce myself to Pope right after the Busted Open interview. I was, asked to be a part of the USWA, United States Wrestling Alliance, right here in Jacksonville, which Pope has some students on, and I got to work a tag team match with a couple of his guys, the Russell Twins, and I feel like I made a decent enough impression to reach out to Pope, thank him for it, ask what it's going to take to get on his show, and he said, enough said. And now I'll be working Isaiah Zane, which I'm excited to do. I've wrestled Isaiah Zane already once in CWF for this Breakout Championship about 6 months ago, when Cleveland Biggs actually cashed in his voltage tag, which is basically like a Money in the Bank, during that match. And me and Isaiah haven't spoke since then. So this is kind of a rematch and a way for us to come back together and put on a show and really have some fun. So I'm excited for it. Not only, again, Pope, somebody that's been there, done that, right? Someone that has been up
Still
there.
doing it.
Exactly. He's someone to learn from. Also on that show is going to be JTG is going to be there. Jeremy Stanley of NWA is going to be on the card. Of course, the Russell Twins, very quickly rising tag team. Myself, Isaiah Zane, and others. It's going to be a blast. It's July 29th. Here in Jacksonville, Florida. All proceeds go to the Love Alive charity, which is a charity that focuses on giving back to the community and the underprivileged in the community of Jacksonville, Florida, getting food to the homeless, putting clothes on backs that need clothes. And that's what this charity is about. And I myself, when I'm not in the ring, I'm managing my own business. And this community is what keeps my business running. This community is also who is sitting in the seats of these shows. And it's going to be really cool being able to put on a show for them and bust my ass and have some fun.
Yeah.
It's cool. No matter what anyone
Congratulations,
says
dude.
about you, you're paying it forward, man. You're paying it forward.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Good job.
that's the reason I got in this industry, because this industry gave me so much. Through a very traumatizing childhood, I had pro wrestling. I wasn't raised by my parents. I was raised by Monday Night Raw from 9 to 11 p.m. Like that was my life, and being able to give so much gave to me, I'm able to give back more than I ever dreamed of. So that's what it's all about. This train's going to keep rolling.
Yeah.
That's
It's
awesome,
so
man.
awesome how
Talking about-
like in this little niche of pro wrestling fans and the pro wrestling business, there's so many people that are like connected in some way that, I feel like in this Busted Open family, we're making connections all over the place that, 5, 10, 15 years from now, we could say, hey, we knew Cole Bohannon when he first started. We knew Cynic when he first started. We knew Izzy when she was a 9-year-old little kid, when she was just a little fan.
Crazy.
Do you feel old?
It's crazy.
Do you feel old? You should feel really old.
Yes.
Izzy
Yeah.
makes me feel old.
Right? Yes.
Well, Cole, talking about your business, I was scrolling TikTok the other day, and lo and behold, I saw someone that looked kind of like you on TikTok live. So I clicked on in there, and I was like, "Look at this!" And dude, your vehicles that you're doing, your rap, is that called rapping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we do is
Man.
rap.
Go ahead, tell us about it. Tell us about it.
Yeah. So what helps fund me getting to the ring? Because let's face it, we know that there's not a ton of money in the independent scene. And in order for me to fund going to these shows, I wrap cars, and I do it in a form that's not as common, which is a liquid form, where it's a paint to what is a liquid that turns into a solid and then can be removed. And this is an industry that I broke into about 8 or 9 years ago that has been able to fund my life in the dreams that I never dreamt of living, and allowing me to continue to live dreams such as being a professional wrestler. And it is my passion. That and wrestling go hand in hand. Actually, last year, my business took a little bit more of a dip because my focus was on professional wrestling. I wasn't worried about booking clients. I wanted to be in Tampa on Friday. I wanted to be in Pensacola on Saturday. Then I wanted to be in Melbourne on Sunday. And if you know about the state of Florida, that is the whole round trip. in one weekend, and there's no time to actually work. And
Right.
this year, I'm like, all right, I got to make sure the bills are still paid.
Yeah.
So it's man, it's a blast. I love it, and
So
it's why I get to go out to Milton, Florida, wrestle with the Coastal Wrestling Federation, stay at hotels that I really need a vlog about, and be able to make it home. Tony, I'm sure you know about some of these hotels where as soon as you walk in, you smell chemicals.
Oh,
smart me up on the car wrapping. What is that? What is that for? And obviously, it sounds like some kind of protection. But what is?
Yeah, Mike. So let's say you got a hoopty, right? You're riding around your '96 Taurus because you're still stuck in a generation or two back, right, Mike? Let's be real.
Yes.
So you're riding around in that '96 Taurus, and it's all beat up. It's all rusted out. It's looking like your last girlfriend's teeth. It's looking like project windows. Some are up, some are down, some are broken. You need a new look to it. However, your Social Security check won't allow you to go out and get a new car because your disability just ain't cutting it. So you get a hold of me where I offer an affordable route to change the look of your car. Where let's say you got $800, $1,000 that you made, whatever the hell you do on the side of the corner, you made a little bit of extra cash by acting like you're a parking attendant and people are giving you money. Say you got that, you want your car checked, you come to me. I change.
Jack is still trying to get his $10 back from me for that too.
Yeah. But that's what it is, man. It's a paint that goes on very quickly. Is made to last, 3 to 5 years, taken right back off, and your paint that's underneath stays the same. It's a pretty cool hustle. It's something that was supposed to be a side gig. Back when I was a little Cole, back in like 2013 through 15ish, I was the Wolf of Verizon. All right, I was running stores like the Wolf of Wall Street. I was the Jordan Belfort of Verizon, including the fraudulent bullshit. And I had to get out of Verizon because of the fraudulent bullshit. Listen, you don't offer me a trip. You don't offer me a free trip to Jamaica with this certain goal hit, not expecting me not to hit that goal. All right, I'm going to hit it. I don't care how many free tablets I have to put on your account. So I had to get out of that lifestyle, and that's what I did with this. And it was supposed to be a side gig that turned into a full-blown, full-time job. Now an empire, and now I drive cars that cost more than houses and still buy off-brand cereal. That's the way I live my life.
Yeah, man. Like I said, when I was on your TikTok the other day, and you were hyping it up, brother, and the vehicle that was sitting right there beside you looked awesome. And you, when I saw you, you were about to do a dually, and I saw the pictures of the dually. It turned out great, man.
Yeah, if I had the choice of doing that dually or crack cocaine, I might become a crackhead. I'll tell you what, doing a vehicle that size in this heat, man, like this will make an atheist pray. All right, this heat is grueling, and working out in it, man. That's why I don't care about drinking a beer, because tomorrow I'm gonna lose 6 pounds in 30 minutes. Don't care.
Yeah.
So, but no, I love it. I've met some really cool people doing this stuff. I've done some stuff for Jaguar coaches and players, and back end people for the Jags. I've done some stuff for a gentleman named Chris Jones, who has played multiple teams in the NFL. Now he's in the XFL. I've done stuff for KJ Wright, Super Bowl champion with the Seattle Seahawks, who went to Oakland, and now he's retired. I've been able to really do this. And then again, being able to show up to a wrestling event. All right, you want to know what fucking big time is? This is a double-edged sword. When you show up to an indie event, all right, where this guy's showing up in a Prius, this guy's showing up in a Ford Focus that has no back window, this guy's getting dropped off in his mom's SUV, and I pull up in a fucking McLaren. You want to know how big of a person you feel until you get in that locker room and you feel this big? Because everybody's like, dude, what the hell? Like, we're not paying you. You don't need this money. But it's cool, though, because I guess people take you a little bit more seriously at that point, because obviously I care about my money and I care about promoting whatever is funding me. So I promote my shows. I promote those who help me the same way I promote my own business. And that's why you see me getting this title everywhere I can to promote the Coastal Wrestling Federation as well as Cole Bohannon, because they invested in me and I'm investing back in them.
It's your
That's
brand.
awesome, man. Yep.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
got to
look
know
at
how to market. I mean, we've
Mhm.
seen that. Matt Cardona is the perfect example. I just met
Absolutely.
Matt Cardona at the ECW arena a few weeks ago, and I told him that I admire the way that he's been able to market himself outside WWE, and look what he's doing.
Yeah.
You gotta promote, you gotta market yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, that's what this is about, right? Especially in
Yeah.
the indies. You don't have
Yeah.
a big Fed that is doing it for you. Your face isn't on the
Mm.
side of buses, right?
Right.
And
You got to do this yourself.
yeah. You know what it is too. People think, oh, independents are starting to tell stories. If you could get
Yes.
independent, you can some promotions is just going to be a bunch of wrestling or whatever. But so, I've noticed that a lot of the promotions are doing stories. You have a story. I mean, you told us beforehand that you're doing this back and forth with Cleveland Briggs for about a year, right? So it
Yeah.
finally culminated. You were in the fatal 4-way, and who was it that came in? And
Yeah, we had Jet Danger came in as well as Darian Drummond. Darian Drummond is somebody that I came up with training. He's a badass in the ring. He's a quiet guy outside of the ring, but in the ring, he's a hard hitter. If you watch that match, and it's posted on Twitter, about 30 seconds, 45 seconds in, he cuts me off. I'm about to do my honor roll to Cleveland, and he catches me midair. Don't know how it happens, all right? But if you notice, the back of my singlet gets a dark stain, and I start bleeding. And there's blood pouring down my back. Throughout that in match, and I'm like in the corner, like, where am I bleeding? I can't figure it out. But he did something to me, man. My shoulder got injured in that match, both shoulders actually. Believe it or not, when you stiff somebody with a spear the incorrect way, your shoulder gets all tingly and things don't feel right. But Darian Drummond is a hard hitting guy. He is a force to be reckoned with, and and honestly, for me to win this belt with a match, him being in it. It meant a lot because he was one of the first people I ever touched with when I got in this industry. And then we had Jet Danger. He's, again, another quiet guy, undersized. He's a smaller guy, but he's freaking quick. He has a deadly kick. He has no fear. He might be smaller in stature, but he's a high flyer. He's not afraid to beat you with quickness and beat you in the air. And he does that. And those two were able to weasel their way into this match. And I'll be honest with you. The odds weren't exactly in my favor. I mean, if we're doing Steiner math, I think I had about 30%, right? 30% chance of winning, something like that. Since
33 and a third.
Jet Danger's this.
You had 166% chance of losing.
Yeah, something like that. But it was it was definitely a night I won't be able to ever forget. And now we set up the number one contender is Brandon Collins, another smaller guy in stature. However, he's backed up by a faction that holds the rest of the gold in CWF. Disobey. Disobey has the tag team championships, which Brandon is half of the tag team champions, and their third in their trio just won the heavyweight championship with CWF. So they have all the rest of the gold. I'm the black sheep as usual. And it's going to be Brandon and I. I don't know. It could be on our next show coming up in August. It might be our big event in October. I don't know what to expect, but I know my guard will be up. I'm expecting a 3-on-1. I know this won't be a fair fight.
I'm looking at them now, and they don't look like they're going to give you a fair try.
They're from Louisiana, man. They sleep with their cousins and alligators. They're not good people out there, and I'm not expecting them to treat me any different. So I'm ready for it.
Wow!
Is that in that particular order? Cousins and
at
alligators?
At the same time.
Oh, wow!
Okay.
No, we can't be having that. Nobody got time for that.
No.
Wow.
No.
No, Cole.
Oh, man.
You be the black sheep, dude, because all that'll be is rocket fuel to get it done in the ring, man. You need that motivation. Say, all right, you don't think I can do it? And I know you already have that mentality because I see it in you. You know, you don't think I can do it? Huh, watch me. Watch me go,
Right.
because you got proof right there on your shoulder.
And that's another
So
double-edged sword, Tony. I'm a very vindictive person. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. It's been a double-edged sword my entire life. I use hatred and haters and enviness and the BS that you go through in life. I use it as motivation, but sometimes I allow it to sit on my shoulder for too long when I should brush that monkey off. But
right.
I've been known to let that chip sit there for too long. So
Well,
I'm now learning as well to, sometimes you got to let shit go and realize, you shouldn't let these people get to you anymore.
well, when your
Right.
catchphrase is CB Attitude and that's your shirt,
Yeah,
which you can get on ProWrestlingTees.com probably, right?
absolutely. And we got some other cool stuff coming on in there too as well.
Well,
Oh,
I
yeah?
mean, you have CB Attitude. It's not, usually not, a nice person. If you're not nice to someone, then you get the attitude. You're gonna get a bad attitude, man. So
I mean, you
Yeah.
can see it in my entrance. I come out smiling. I'm shaking hands with everybody. I have a lot of energy when I come to the ring because I'm happy to be there. But as soon as that
Yeah.
bell rings, it's a flip of the switch. It's the attitude kicks in because we're not there to shake hands and smile and kiss babies. We're there to lock up and have some fun, and that's exactly what I do once that bell rings, and once my hands risen in victory, and then kind of cool down a little bit. We can have a beer and talk about it, maybe settle our differences. And if you don't want to, that's fine. That's just the name of the game. But speaking of that, ProWrestlingTees.com/Cole Bohannon. We're going to have some cool stuff going on. I'm kind of mixing my love and interest for automobiles with my wrestling career, where you can buy some hats and t-shirts of your favorite brand vehicle with a little bit of a twist. So this isn't one, but you'll have a Chevy emblem, and usually it says Chevrolet in the middle, but instead it's going to say Bohannon. You might have a Ford
Nice.
emblem, and instead of saying Ford across that blue oval, it's going to say Cole. And we're going to have some fun with that, with throwback shirts like the old 90s NASCAR shirts, really being able to show my true personality in my merchandise. Like, people can really get a touch of what I like outside of the ring when you run into me at a Winn-Dixie, where I'm buying lettuce, tomatoes with a belt over my shoulder.
now, when
Well-
did you as tradition? I've heard, since I don't have, I mean, I bought a belt and I did it, but that doesn't count. You want a belt? Did you sleep with that belt?
I didn't sleep with it. I didn't do that, and the reason why is because I'm a rough sleeper. Like, I already can't get comfortable. So last thing I need is more leather in the bed than what I wanted. So I don't need any more obstructions in the bed. Trying to get a good night's rest.
A little leather in bed isn't bad.
Yeah, a little bit, I guess, until you're getting poked by something you don't want to. And this gold has a lot of edges. So, but no,
I know what that feels like.
Yeah.
Pause. But no, it's definitely been on my remember the whole hoping you don't catch things that aren't curable. Anyways,
Yes.
It's been on my mantle. It's been on my shoulder. I've had people stop by my shop and say, "Hey, congratulations! Can we see the belt?" People taking pictures with it. Children taking pictures of it. Any child that ends up being a fan of mine, I call them my coal miners. I let that play in your head.
Cool.
So
Nice.
yeah, I'm getting shirts made for the kids saying I'm a coal miner. I'm sure Chris Hansen will ask me to sit down sooner or later, but it's I feel like it's a good slogan for the merch. So I definitely didn't sleep with it, but we've been having fun. We definitely been having fun.
Did you take
That's
a Shawn
good, man.
Michaels picture? That's what everybody wants to know.
Not yet, but it's coming.
Not yet.
So
Okay.
here's the thing. All right, my cousin Blaine Rage, he has been in the business for 23 years, something like that. He's if you think Chris Benoit without the CTE, that's him. He's smaller in stature. He's built like Chris. He was actually casted for the Dark Side episode. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it to Canada at that time. So he was actually green-lighted by WWE less than 30 days before Chris did what he did, which then got him red-lighted. That's a whole different story that I'll let him tell one day.
Wow.
But because of his stature, he does a lot of poses in the ring. He'll flex in the ring. He'll lay down, with the Shawn Michaels in the ring. And I give him a little homage from time to time in my matches where I do that. And he's about 180 pounds, absolutely ripped, 8-pack full of Bud Light, steroids, and pizza. And here I am, that I am nowhere near that, like, at all. Like, I am a thicker gentleman. So when I pose like that, it looks like a hay bale that's getting tipped over. So but we're trying to figure out a way to get that pose without looking like an absolute mess. And then I'll have to let the promoter know that I wiped the belt back down with some dude wipes and make sure the belt's sanitized.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, you got to throw Tommy Dreamer into that category of the pose with the belt, because Tommy did it too.
Yeah, I might have to use that one as inspiration and tag him in and try to maybe get a rate from him, and see what he thinks. But I don't even think. The thing is, I'm gonna have to find someone else to take that picture, because the fiance's like, no, dude. Just get your clothes back on. Like, what are you doing? So,
yeah.
Wow.
Well, make sure you use some Manscaped before, though.
Yeah, of course. Well, I maybe it's just me, but why am I going down this road? Wearing tights, you almost have to, even if you're not showing a bunch of skin, because sometimes I don't know, shit gets stuck and zipped up in places you don't need it to, and you need less opportunity of that happening. So it's you want to definitely stay smooth.
Right.
All right. Lesson for you other gentlemen.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks to Deb, she got me a Manscaped for Christmas. So
that is.
I did, because I didn't. Okay, we must tell the story now because you're saying it on the air. I didn't intend to buy him Manscaped. I bought one of the sets for Seth for Christmas, and there was a mix-up with shipping. I got an email that it got lost in the mail or whatever. They were sending another one out. I got that one, and then a week later, a second box came. So I had 2 Manscaped boxes. So the other one, my BFF awesome. Tony.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I benefit from the errors of shipping. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I had to explain, because people would think we bought Tony a Manscaped set for Christmas. No, I did not.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, with the Breakout Champion, the definition of the Breakout Champion is the breakout star of Coastal Wrestling Federation. And no, Deb, not the breakouts that you're used to having. The breakout as in the star that's coming out and being the next big thing of the brand. That's what it's all about. And I want to prove that I am the next big star, not only in the ring, but out the ring. I'm going to show why I am the Breakout Champion. I'm going to put this title and this promotion on my shoulders every single way possible. And I don't feel like Cleveland did a good job of that. I feel like Cleveland let this gold get to his brain, and it turned it to mush. He let his ego get the best of him. He didn't care about putting the company on his shoulders. He put himself up front, and that was it. And he held this belt for 288 days, whatever it is. He dodged me for 180 of them. So I'm going to pick up where he left off and make sure I become the best Breakout Champion that the CWF has ever had.
That's awesome, brother. Well, like we said, man, we're so happy for you. So happy that you got that goal now, and the only way to go is up. Keep on pointing it up, man, because you're gonna have a lot more gold in your career. I already know it, because you like we said before, you carry yourself very well in the ring, and we're proud to call you a friend, part of the nation. So at this time, we talked about your business earlier, but you never told us the name of it. Go ahead, promote it, man.
Yeah, man, it's Rowdy's Dipping Services. As a youngin, my nickname was Rowdy. If you know my personality, you might understand why. I'm a little rough around the edges. As well as I was really big into auto racing, to the point where I did a lot of dirt track stuff. And my aggression was sometimes familiarized as Rowdy Burns from Days of Thunder. So because of that, I got the nickname Rowdy. and it stuck. And that's been a nickname since I was a teenager. And that's what a lot of my family still calls me. That's what a lot of friends call me. And that's what my customers call me, because when you come into Rowdy's Dipping, you're getting rowdy. You're getting somebody that is very personable, that's, maybe a little rough around the edges. I'm not over professional with you. If you bring me a car that's falling apart, I'm having you sign a waiver that literally says my car's a shit box, and then you sign. I'm as personable as I can be. When things don't go wrong, or things don't go right, we sit down and we talk about it like adults. When things do go right, we cheers to it. We have a good time, and I tried to show people that small businesses are people like you and I. We're not Walmart. We're not Costco. We're not Advance Auto Part. We're not these big stores where you walk in and you feel like you're in a corporate place. You're in my backyard. You are dealing with me. And it's Rowdy's Dipping Services. Feel free to check it out on TikTok. That's the main, as well as Facebook. I don't know where the hell I'm at. Instagram. It's been awesome, and I appreciate the plug as well. Rowdy's Dipping Services helped build Cole Bohannon. And again, there was times where Cole Bohannon became the priority, and now I've found a very good balance now where I can still fund my way of life and still be able to wrestle as much as I want to the point where I'm wearing gold. There are some people that treat this more as a passive hobby, and that's okay. I'm not here to judge the way you handle the industry. I may have my thoughts on it, but I respect the way you do things, and everybody's in the same position. But if I'm putting my money, my time, my energy into something, I'm making sure I get the most out of it. And that's what I'm doing here with professional wrestling. And I'm in a place now where I could say, where if I woke up tomorrow and said, man, I've done everything that I can, I would be okay with that. Or if I have a career that goes for another 15 years, it is what it is. I'm living a high right now. I'm having fun. I'm meeting some of my heroes, and I'm watching also my peers rise up this ladder with me. Some of them already going to the next level, which is awesome. So, man, I'm here for it.
Great.
Cool. Yeah, man. Well, like we said, man, we're here with you the whole way. We wish you luck in everything you're doing. We've got our eyes on you, and anytime you want to come back, man, feel free. The door's open for you, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't keep you all too oversaturated, or Deb's chair will get saturated. So I have to keep it down to a minimum of how much my face is on the nation's corners, little Hollywood squares here. I got to make myself a draw. It's kind of like having, MJF doesn't wrestle every damn show because you want to see MJF. So I can't be here too much.
Yeah.
It's just like when Tony Khan comes out every damn show. You get sick of seeing Tony Khan. Come out every once in a while when it matters. And
man,
that's what I like to do, and I love that you guys give myself a platform to express myself, to share my career, to share my journey with you all, everybody but part of the nation, and everybody out in the Twitter world. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm not big on social media these days. I'll post here and there, but it's got to be more toxic than my medicine cabinet. The Twitter is just horrible. Let's face it. There's more negative than positive. So I don't spend too much time on social media. I take the opinion of my peers more serious than anything else. Of course, I want to share what I do. I read some things here and there, but I just don't take social media as serious. But people like yourselves give me an opportunity to get myself out there more. Because I'm just too damn busy to post every single day and read comments and likes and then, because I'm a lot like LaGreca. LaGreca talks about it. You can post something and have 99 positive reviews, but you get that one negative review and it gets to your head. And I think everybody has that in them, and I do what I can to avoid that. So I let my review my work happen in the ring, and those in the back review it for me.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to let that one negative get in your head, and easy to derail you if you let it. For sure. So I always say, every time you wake up in the morning, you want to be the best version of you that you can be. And all these people that are spewing negativity on Twitter, you'll never have to worry about them saying it to your face, because they don't have the cojones to do it in person. They're always going to be behind behind the monitor in the basement somewhere, you know, saying all kinds of negative crap. You know, I'm proud of our group. You know, we tend to kind of we one of us will tweet something, the other one will piggyback on it. It's like we just have our own little positive community, and we love that, you know, and we love to. You're the same way, I know, and that's why we click so well. So, but Cole, we want to just wish you luck, man. Congratulations on your new championship. We'll be seeing what you got in store for us in the future, brother.
I appreciate it. And again, July 29th is the next show, which is Love Alive Charity here in Jacksonville, Florida. Again, you're going to see names such as JTG, myself, Isaiah Zane. You're going to see the Russell Twins. You're going to see the Pope. You're going to see Jeremy Stanley and so many more that are going to be on this show. And then the next CWF Voltage date out in Milton, Florida, pull up my schedule real quick with them, will be August 12th. And that is at the Santa Rosa County Auditorium in Milton, Florida. Milton's not big. It's not big at all. Tony, your forehead's about half the size of it. It's not a big place. So it's not going to be hard to find Santa Rosa County Auditorium. Come out, watch us get it done. It's in Central Time, so whatever the hell 7 o'clock Eastern is. So what's that, 6 o'clock? I don't know. That's usually when the show starts. And you can come out and watch some good pro wrestling. And you get to see the stars of today and tomorrow. So come on out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, next time I'm in Florida, man, I'm definitely looking you up. I just don't get out to Jacksonville that much, but I will definitely be looking you up.
Yeah, you don't have to come out to Jacksonville. Just find out where I'm at, and we can make it happen.
Cool.
Oh, and
so is that? I'm sorry. That's Love Alive Foundation.
Love Alive Charity.
Yes. Okay. I think I have it here. So we're gonna put that out.
Looking on my Twitter right now, my most recent post is I tagged them in it. Love Alive Inc. That is the charity there. Again, it is ran by Elijah Burke, who is a class act, and he really puts a lot into this charity and giving back to the community here in Jacksonville, Florida, way more than Fred Durst does. I don't care how much he takes it to the Matthews Bridge. Don't give a shit. Elijah Burke is the king of this city, not Fred Durst. Yeah. So quick story. When I was a younger Cole Bohannon, I had that same hat and I had a little goatee. And it was horrible because my cousin, Blaine Rage, we used to go out to eat in places, and he'd try to hook me up with the waitresses. Like, hey, that's my cousin. He's Fred Durst's stunt double. Like, it used to be so embarrassing. So embarrassing.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, after this show, I think we're going to go break stuff. That's what we're going to do. We just know this show.
There you go.
But anyway, Cole, thank you so much for joining us tonight, brother.
Yes,
absolutely.
Thank you.
And as usual, thank you guys as well. I had a lot of fun with this.
Cool, man. Awesome. Take care, brother.
Have a good night.
Awesome.
All right.
Cole, that's an awesome dude right there.
Yeah,
like I said, I saw him on TikTok a few days ago. I was just scrolling, and I saw him on screen, and I was like, let me get in this TikTok live. And I clicked on in, and I said, what's up, champ? And he saw it right away, you know, and so, yeah. And it was hot where he was, man. You know, Florida's hotter than crap right now, and humid, and he's out there just hard at it. You know, the vehicles that he does, because I have him on Facebook, and he puts pictures of the vehicles he does on his Facebook, and they are amazing. So, yeah. So, I think now we can. Well, I don't know. Since we're live, why don't we talk some pro wrestling? Let's talk some Dynamite from last night. John, I know you're out there. You're listening to us. If you want to come on in with us, come on in, brother. There you are.
Yes, well, yes, I am.
What's up, Johnny boy?
There he is.
Wall. Look who's back. Back again.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So blood and guts.
Awesome. Real quick, how awesome is Cole? That
Cole
dude
is awesome.
Great.
he reminds
great.
me so much of Enzo. The gift to gab and the gift to jab, and he'll knock that lazy eye right back to work for you.
Yep.
It's so entertaining and so fun with him. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, great interview, guys. Great catching up
Yeah.
with Cole. Congrats on his championship. You're looking at the next king of Florida down there. That will legitimately be his state coming up very soon.
Oh, yeah. No
that will
question
be
about
his. That will be his territory. He is going to be the guy down there, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Really
So,
fun
before
guy, man. We remember him from having the other name, and now when he calls in, he goes as
Yeah.
Cole. So
Yes.
he doesn't even have to use his shoot name anymore because everyone knows who he is,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
more people will know who he is. Yeah.
Right.
Very,
Yeah.
very, very glad for his success, man. He has absolutely
Yeah.
put in the work. Absolutely
Yeah.
has done the time and the effort, man. And so,
Exactly.
it's so cool when you see somebody start, especially like he did.
Yeah.
From a caller busted open to look at him, he's a champion now,
Yeah.
and is going to continue to rise.
Especially as you know, a smaller promotion, man. Those promoters aren't going to put a belt on anybody. They're going to put a belt on someone that they believe in, and
Yeah.
that can carry carry the company, and I mean, I don't know how many belts that they have in there, but between him and the disobey there that they have going on, so it looks like they got a nice little federation going on there, and
Absolutely.
I can't wait when I go down and visit my mother. I'll definitely try and catch him.
Yeah.
At an event, and
when I go down to see my daughter, I'm going to try to plan it around, catching him live at one of his shows.
And hopefully we can get him up here. I mean, I think we know. I think we know a couple of people up here on the East Coast, right, Johnny?
Yes, I'd love to have.
We know some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few here and there.
I know a guy who knows a guy.
Yeah, I got I got a guy.
We got a guy.
Yeah.
We got a guy.
Well, talking about
that's what happens when you're on the corner.
Yeah.
Talking about success and Cole's success, John, CCW success from last weekend.
Wow.
CCW, man, I'm so happy, man. Yeah. Awesome job.
Thank you.
Tell us about it.
What Tony is referring to, of course, is Capital Championship Wrestling, which I am a part of. We just had our first round of the Capital Cup Tag Team Tournament last Saturday night, live on Title Match Network and live from the world famous Monster Factory here in Paulsboro, New Jersey. And from what everybody told me and what I saw there since I was in attendance, it was an absolutely great show. Of course, it is summer. It is Jersey. So, but relatively close to what Cole goes through in Florida, we deal with in Jersey. It's basically trying to live just on the fringe of Satan's butthole as far as temperatures. Very hot in the Monster Factory and everything, but credit to our roster and our ladies, man. They absolutely brought it and gave us 9 incredible matches for that night. We don't rest, we don't quit. So on the heels of that, if you follow us on social media at CCW Action on Twitter and Instagram, and Capital Championship Wrestling is our Facebook page, cheap plug. We have our third, and I'm emphasizing that for those who are watching and maybe listening, third anniversary show this coming Saturday, August 5th. Blood in the Sand is our probably our biggest show of the year. It's our anniversary show. Again, being part of smaller and independent promotions, card subject to change. We just put something out about we've had to make a lot of changes to the card because fortunately for the talent, unfortunately to an extent for us, we've had to basically rework the entire card because women that were on our roster are being called up and are booked on bigger promotions. When I say bigger, I mean AEW, Ring of Honor, WWE television, and possibly one that we're still trying to confirm or deny Impact Wrestling. So
Nice.
on one hand, it's great. This is part of what we do at Capital Championship Wrestling. Want to help
John,
our
I have an idea. Now
What's
that
that?
you had to take, now that a couple of the talent are gone and
Yeah.
signed, you have that time now. Now you guys can give that Rebecca J. Scott party that you had to give.
Oh no.
What?
No.
She deserves a party.
No, that young lady deserves an attitude adjustment, and she knows it. She has been absolutely admonished by Capital Championship Wrestling management about her antics and her conduct. And right now, she is going to have that attitude adjustment. And that is going to come in the form of the international pop star, Becca, and the Red Lion, Sarah Leone, who were having an absolute incredible match last week at the Monster Factory until Rebecca decided to throw yet another one of her temper tantrums and end up the whole match. Well, guess what, Rebecca? Newsflash. And you're aware of it, and you're going to be crying and bitching and moaning the whole time. But
it's a party, and she can cry if she wants to.
She can, and she will be, because not only is Rebecca J. Scott going to be wrestling at Blood in the Sand on August 5th, she is going to be in a three-way match with Sarah Leone and Becca. Oh, and by the way, Miss Scott, that's for your Global Fighting Championship that you hold so dear to yourself and your heart, and how that's your title. Well, guess what? By the time those two get with you, we just may see an new champion in Capital Championship Wrestling.
There might be an international pop star.
Could be
walking around with some gold.
Could be. The Global Fighting Championship may actually truly live up to his name, because remind you, Sarah Leone is from Madrid, Spain, and comes over here on excursion to wrestle in the United States.
Wow.
If she happens to win on August 5th, the Global Fighting Championship goes back home to Spain.
Oh, no.
So
it'll be an international title.
Hey, I've told Rebecca ever since her first incident, going way back to with Billy Starks and all the stuff with the original Battle of the Throne tournament, there's going to be consequences, young lady. And CC management happens to feel the same way, that we can't have our champion behaving this way, and there's going to be a comeuppance, and there's going to be consequences
and repercussions.
Yeah. And just real quick on Blood in the Sand, since we've had to have so many changes for especially regarding the Capital Cup Tag Team Tournament, we've decided to kind of forego some things and change the card around. So you'll be seeing August 5th live on Title Match Network and live from the Monster Factory in Paulsboro. The final and now championship match of the Capital Cup is going to be the newly revitalized Awakening, Vita Von Star and Brittany Blake, versus them Badass Kids. Yes, we are talking about the day one, the OG and longest reigning Capital Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Robin and Charlotte, the Renegade Twins. That is your final for the Capital Cup. Winner wins the Capital Cup trophies and the Capital Championship Wrestling Tag Team belts.
Wow.
So, like I said, man, Blood in the Sand's our biggest show, and we are going big on this one. We are going big.
I'm very much looking forward to that.
We want to pack the Monster Factory. We want every eye we can have on Title Match watching this. This is going to be a great show. Yes, we've had to do a lot of changes, but we're very fortunate we have the roster we have. We're very fortunate that we can adapt to things quickly. And, like I said, we can't argue with, we know we're successful. We know we're doing things right. Our talent shows up on your TV. So we're doing something right.
Yeah, when you have a roster full of stars, you're bound to kind of lose one once in a while.
Yeah.
It happens. Truly cards change, but we're able to make changes, and we're still going to have an absolutely fantastic card come August.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. And then August 12th is coming up. Boiling Point.
Yeah.
Mission
As
Pro
my grandma would
Wrestling
say,
Boiling
boiling
Point.
You know.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to that one. I know.
We're psyched for
Absolutely.
that. Our
I know
very
I'll
own,
be watching.
The
Yeah,
nation,
Hell yeah.
the
Don't
Busted
know
Open
it.
Nation's very own Izzy.
Yes.
Her wrestling
Making her
debut.
in-ring
How
debut
cool is that?
with the 10-second champ, Jasmine Allure.
10
I mean,
seconds
how great is that? You know, I mean, you want to talk about coming in hot.
Yeah.
Izzy ain't messing around. You know, Jasmine is
Well,
you know a well-established name, especially in women's wrestling and independent wrestling. And let's face it, she's one of the top people at Mission Pro. So it wasn't like they're giving Izzy a little warm up or something. Kid, you want to get
a
the
little
fire?
girl, man.
You're
That we
going
still
head
grow
first
up
into the
before
fire.
us, man. That is something else, though, man. Really. Oh man,
Well,
that little shit got me to cry, man. I was like, man, she worked us.
Yes.
Yes, she did.
One other quick note I just want to point out, and I don't know if everyone's aware of it, but you will. If you happen to be tuning in tomorrow to Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor, keep an eye on the crowd, especially around the lower upper section of the Cure Arena in Trenton, New Jersey. You may see some people you know. Primarily myself, my good brother Too Sweet Deal, and his buddy John. We will be live in attendance for Death Before Dishonor tomorrow night at Ring of Honor. And even though they've had, again, cards subject to change and made a lot of changes, very excited to see Ring of Honor live. And very excited to be there with Neil and his friend John. And everybody knows about me and Neil. We are huge and have been huge Ring of Honor fans, Ring of Honor junkies, if you really want to be honest, for quite a long time.
You guys are definitely the aficionados, and I came along in 2019.
I cannot even though he is, even though he's not on the show, even though he was supposed to be, I will still be there wearing my old school Mark Briscoe, Sandy Fork, Delaware Giant Chicken
Reach
T-shirt.
for the sky, boy.
Reach for the sky, boy. It's my ringtone.
If I didn't have to work tomorrow evening, I'd be there.
Yeah. Well,
I definitely wanted to go,
one
but
of you butt dial me right now.
out.
Here, if you want to hear the ringtone on my phone, one of you butt dial me right now. Serious.
Is Chad calling you?
Did Chad butt dial you?
So,
maybe. I don't know. If he's watching, he might. But
where are you?
Well,
where am I?
Surprise! We be live.
Yeah.
It was kind of a pop-up show. We meant to schedule this for pre-tape, but I was on. Truth be told, we couldn't get into the studio. John was trying to get into the studio and couldn't. So
it was all good. I had one job, and it was all good until it wasn't.
Yeah, and so I'm driving down the road going 80 miles an hour down I-10 and 20, and so I was on my way to Odessa, Texas, and I'm having to pull over in Pecos, Texas, where I was at last night. For those that knew me last night.
So is that
it's all good,
to everybody else, but it's Pecos?
Pecos. It's Pecos. Pecos.
Pecos.
Pecos.
Pecos.
Yeah. So,
we're the way Elder would say it, that would be Paker.
So we went live tonight. You know, it's all good though, because we'll figure it out. We'll just have to promote the crap out of it to get it our view count up for Saturday. But either way, we won't be live Saturday. We were going to put this show in Saturday's place. So here you go.
We'll broadcast it again for that.
Yes,
there we go.
Yes.
You know, you got the free live preview tonight, but Saturday you got to pay.
Yeah. So
no, you don't. Are you
anyway,
too free?
Hey, my our dear friend, the one Miss Lady Frost has got it absolutely right. No free feats.
Well, I think we can cut it off here. We got Impact to watch tonight.
Yeah, we do.
Ring of Honor
to watch tonight.
Ring of Honor with their go-home show before the pay-per-view.
Yep. I'm interested to see the Slammiversary Fallout. So,
yes.
Elder, how can people reach you on the socials?
I'm at Mongrovian Mike on all the socials, everywhere. Oh, you can also check out, if you like podcasts, check me out on my buddy Chris's podcast. It's called Smoke, Talk, and Chill. And I do some
you do
smoking,
all three of
talking, and
those.
chilling, and
Yes.
coughing, and
coughing.
Backing up a
something
lung
something they call
Coughing
the
and
dab
coughing.
sweats.
Coughing.
Yeah.
Diamonds
All
in
right.
forever.
COOFIN, coughing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, Johnny boy, how can people reach you on the socials?
I am, of course, at Twist Metal Fab on the Twitter and the Instagram. Again, please check out at CCW Action on the Twitter and the Instagram, and Capital Championship Wrestling's official, if I could say the word right, official Facebook page to keep up on all of our latest going ons. We're going to be having some more match announcements leading up to August 5th, Blood in the Sand. Tickets are available now. Get your tickets online, of course, through Ticketbrite, or we will also have them at the door. So please come out and join us August 5th for our biggest show. Promise you, you will not be disappointed. If you can't join us live, of course, make sure you're subscribed and sign up to Title Match Network, and you can see every minute of the show live there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a certain hashtag out there somewhere, ain't there, John?
There is always that hashtag. It's everywhere. It's almost like Cole said about things that are not curable. This disease is not curable, ladies and gentlemen. That is hashtag Nation's Corner on Location. We are out here.
Right.
We are amongst you. Let us know. Let us know where you're at, who you're liking, who you're seeing. Indie shows, big shows, small shows. Take pictures. Use the hashtag Nation's Corner on Location.
We're all in, busted open
Right.
24/7 too.
Exactly. Throw them all together. Get them all trending.
Support independent shows.
Support indie wrestlers.
Deb, how can people find you on the socials?
I am at That's So Debonair on the Twitter machine and Instagram. And please, everyone, if you're watching this, like, subscribe to our YouTube, and go follow our socials, Twitter and Instagram. I've been working to put out some special video clips on the Instagram, so please go follow our Instagram. Twitter only allows you to post like a minute and 20-second videos if you don't pay for Twitter Blue. So I can't post the full video clips on Twitter. I can only post the full video clips on Instagram. So please go follow.
That's right. Yeah, Deb works very hard on getting these clips out there to everyone, and I hope y'all are enjoying them as much as we are. Because
I am.
I mean, going back and watching those clips, just certain clips of our show, it's very, very cool that she's doing that. So we appreciate you, Deb. And as always, you can find me at Tony Justice, AJFA. And if you're a Metallica fan, like I know all of us are, and I know Cole is as well, you know what that means. Ooh. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. How does it feel to be alive? Thanks for joining us, y'all. And we'll catch y'all on the flip.